Hi, this shoe with a review of the Puma Hali 1, the first signature shoe for Tyrese Haliburton. The player himself earned a lot of love and respect for his valiant efforts, unfortunate injury, and despite the fact that he was waiting at the tunnel for his players and teammates to come back after the game instead of hopping to an ambulance, hobbling, crying, or feeling sorry for himself. He was a true team player and a true team leader. Um, it was unfortunate that the Pacers could not have him with the team. Mm, I think the outcome might have been different. OKC is way overrated. They were very fortunate. Yeah, that's my take. I don't expect them to ever win another championship with that free throw merchant ever again. So yeah, Halliburton, this Halley one, for size 9, it weighs about 402 grams, but it feels much heavier than what the digits show. Probably because, as you can see, this rubber outsole is almost completely covering the uh, lateral side of the shoe. The medial side is exposed a little bit, but still the outsole is very beefy. Fit-wise, it's deceptively wide and roomy. So wide footers, I think this is a very friendly shoe for you. You could go, most people can go true to the size. If you have a very narrow foot and like a tight fit, I would say, yeah, go half a size down or maybe pass on the shoe altogether. But there's still this wonky room on top of the toe box area, and the lace loop starts from here. So there's that instability there. The heel cup is pretty good. Yeah, outside, externally, and inside, there's like 2 layers of heel cup that clutches nicely, but depends on the shape of your foot. I think you get a different degree of clutching sensation. For me, it didn't lock down crazy, but it did not provide any heel slip, so I think that's a good barometer. There's no pinching sensation in most parts. The padding is nice. I like how the Puma shape goes along with these contours of the shoe. That's a very nice design element there. But on the lateral side, I felt this part was a bit irritating and pinching. The cut is a little bit weird. It's got to be higher or lower than this because right now it just hits the ankle nicely. But it all depends on the shape of your foot as well. For me, I had that issue. Try it on and decide if it for yourself if it's ergonomically one-to-one fit for your ankle. Eh, the cushioning is hella disappointing. The stromal board is very thick. The insole, ortholite, very thick. And if you try the shoe on without the insole, even if there's a thick stromal board, the cushioning is very unimpressive. The Curry Series 7, I thought it was just a so-so shoe, but compared to previous Curry models, the cushioning was better. This is worse than Curry Series 7. That's a huge insult to a shoe that's boasting one of its premier cushioning for probably its most treasured player right now. It says it's got nitro foam, but I don't think this is probably a carrier foam because it doesn't feel that soft. It's very dense and rigid. And if you see these transparent bits, I doubt they're all nitro foam, judging by how they use so little of it. And All Pro, was it? All Pro Nitro, the model that Puma players had to wear for like 3 or 4 seasons because they never came up with an alternative. Even Haliburton was wearing this shoe right before he had this signature shoe out right before the finals. That shoe I think is better than this, so this is a big step forward. Maybe Haliburton likes his shoe to be very stiff. It's not even that low to the ground, but it has very minimal cushioning. The cushioning you feel, do not be deceived, 30 or 40% is from the stromal board and the insole. So the ortholite insole would bottom out quickly. It's sponge, basically. So that is, as George St. Pierre would say, I'm not impressed by a performance. The outsole is really deep, so I think this certainly is something that you can wear outside. The threads are thick and the grooves are deep, so I think durability is certainly a plus point for the shoe. And the outsole covers most of the lateral side, and there's a decent outrigger pattern there, so it's pretty stable. Despite the shoe being slightly higher off the ground than most guard shoes out there, it actually provides very good stability, anti-ankle rollover mechanism there. It's the protection there. It's really good. what can I say? Let's go. The traction. And this plate you see is supposed to be representing H, but it just looks like the typical Adidas plate that you've seen all your life. It's nothing incredible. The midsole itself is very thick. This springiness doesn't mean anything. Yeah. The traction is just lazy herringbone traction. The grooves are deep. Again, durability is good, but in terms of the bite, not like the most sensitive, not the most sensational, impressive bite, and it's pretty vulnerable to dust. But even if it's a clean court, this is not going to provide you the crisp, screeching traction that you're accustomed to from shoes that most people consider good or god tier traction. So yeah, so you're paying like, at least in my country, it's about $200. It's super overpriced. That means I could get 2 book ones, 2 Ja ones on sale. So this is definitely not worth the price of admission. I don't know what the hell Puma is thinking with their price point. LaMelo Ball's shoes, they're cheaper than this by a little bit. And the latest LaMelo shoe, as ridiculous as it looks, it's got a better cushioning and a more innovative traction than this one. If you're a Haliburton fan, maybe this is a collector's item, but even if it's a collector's item, I don't think it's worth like $200.